Hello friends, myself Ahir Dia from RBNB College Srirampur. Today I deliver a lecture on motion in a plane from 11th Science as per Maharashtra State Board syllabus. In last lecture we study about the equation of trajectory. Now in motion in a plane, now we have to study the time of flight. This time of flight is, its symbol is capital T. We consider projectile motion of a projectile in XY axis. So this is Y axis, this one is X axis, O is the point of projection. According to definition of projectile motion, we know that an object is projected from point of projection with initial velocity say u, making some angle with the horizontal, say theta. In air, under the action of gravity, then motion of object is along the trajectory as like this one. This motion is called as projectile motion. Now when this object moving along the trajectory and comes again at the ground surface, then time required for that is called as time of flight. So we can say that time of flight means time taken by projectile to complete entire trajectory. It is called as time of flight. Now see here, from this diagram again we know that this initial velocity can be resolved into component. One is the horizontal component along the axis given by ux. Similarly, another component is along the y-axis. It is called as vertical component, which is shown by uy. We know that this horizontal component of initial velocity is ux is equal to u cos theta, and vertical component of initial velocity is u sin theta, which is along the y-axis. Similarly, acceleration along the x-axis is equal to 0, and acceleration along the y-axis which is minus g, where g is acceleration due to gravity. From this figure, when projectile is projected from point of projection O with initial velocity u, then its velocity continuously goes on decreasing, and when it reaches to maximum height at point P, then its velocity is 0, and time required to reach projectile at maximum height is say t0. So remember that. What is t0? t0 is the time taken by projectile to reach at maximum height. Now we know that this trajectory is symmetrical, and that's why again we can say that again it takes time t0 to reach from maximum height to ground surface at point say A. So we know that according to definition of time of flight, it is simply time taken by projectile to complete the entire trajectory. For this entire trajectory, t0 is the time taken by projectile to reach maximum height, and also t0 is time taken by projectile to reach from maximum height to ground. As trajectory is symmetrical, and therefore we get time of flight t is equal to 2 into t0. Equation 1 means according to this figure we can say that this time of ascent is equal to time of descent, and total time taken by flight is time of ascent plus time of descent, and therefore it is equal to 2t0. Now projectile moving along the entire trajectory, it covers the distance along the horizontal x-axis. So this distance is given by sx along the x-axis. This is the horizontal distance. Now we know second kinematical equation, or for the finding the t0 we have to find out t0, and for that purpose we consider first kinematical equation along the y-axis. So we get Vy is equal to Uy plus Ay into t0, where t0 is the time taken by projectile to reach maximum height. Also this t0 is the time taken by projectile to reach from maximum height to ground. Now when it reaches to maximum height, then its velocity Vy is equal to 0. Therefore at point P, means at maximum height, Vy is equal to 0, means velocity at that point is 0. We know that Uy is equal to U sin theta, Ay is equal to minus g. On substituting all these value in this equation, then we get 0 is equal to Uy is U sin theta, Ay is minus g into t0. Now this minus t0 on that side will become plus, and therefore we get g into t0, that is equal to U sin theta. We have to find out t0, and therefore we can say that this t0 is equal to U sin theta upon g. This is equation 2. Now this equation 2 gives us time of ascent and time of descent, and this is equal to t0, where u is the initial velocity, g is the acceleration due to gravity, and theta is angle of projection. For finding the total time, means time of flight, we have to substitute the value of t0 in this equation. Then we get time of flight t is equal to 2 into t0, but t0 is u sine theta upon g, and therefore finally we get time of flight t is equal to twice u upon g into sine theta. This is equation 3. Now this equation 3 gives us time of flight. In this way we find out time of flight. Now we have to find out horizontal range of projectile. Horizontal range of projectile. This horizontal range of projectile is shown by capital R. For horizontal range of projectile, we consider horizontal distance along the x-axis. When this projectile completes the entire trajectory, then this horizontal distance Sx is equal to capital R. In that case, this Sx is equal to capital R, and this capital R is horizontal range, or it is also called as range of projectile. So this capital R is also called as range of projectile. Now from this we can define the definition of horizontal range. The maximum horizontal distance traveled by projectile is called as horizontal range of projectile. So this horizontal distance, and in that case we consider this maximum distance from O to A, that is equal to capital R. And both these point of projection and A, both are on the ground surface. So distance between point of projection and A, this is horizontal distance, which is equal to range of projectile. Now from this we can define horizontal range of projectile. This is the maximum horizontal distance traveled by the projectile, and it is called as horizontal range. Now time required for the entire trajectory, which is given by time of flight, and distance is horizontal, which is along the x-axis. So we consider second kinematical equation along the x-axis. So Sx is equal to ux into t, in that case capital T is the time of flight, plus half Ax into t square, but Ax is equal to 0, therefore this term will become 0, and that's why we finally write down Sx is equal to ux into t. In this case, this Sx is the horizontal distance, which is maximum and equal to capital R, and therefore we write R equal to ux is given horizontal component of initial velocity, which is ux, and that is equal to u cos theta into t. We know that time of flight t is equal to twice u upon g into sine theta. So we substitute value of t. So we write 2u sine theta upon g. By rearranging this one, we get r is equal to this u into u will become u square upon g, in bracket remaining is 2 sine theta into cos theta. This is the range of projectile. Now we use mathematical formula for this bracket. 2 sine theta into cos theta, it is equal to sine 2 theta. Therefore, we get range of projectile capital R is equal to u square upon g into sine 2 theta. This is equation 4. This equation 4 gives us range of projectile, but we have to find out maximum range or maximum horizontal distance, and for that purpose we have to concentrate on the theta. In equation 4, again u is the initial velocity, g is the acceleration due to gravity, and theta is angle of projection. Now see in this diagram, if this u is initial velocity of a projectile which is projected from point O, making an angle with the horizontal is theta, and if this theta is exactly equal to 45, then this horizontal distance R range is maximum. So we write here, for maximum range this theta is always equal to 45 degree. As theta is 45 degree, then 2 theta is equal to 90 degree. And we know that sine 90 is equal to 1. Sine 90 degree equal to 1. Then this equation 4 will become R maximum means maximum horizontal range, that is equal to u square upon g. In that case, the sine 2 theta will become 1, and this is equation 5. Now this equation 5 gives us maximum range of a projectile. For maximum range of projectile, always remember that this angle of projection is equal to 45 degree. Then we get maximum horizontal range is equal to u square upon g. Now we have to study next article, and name of that article is maximum height. Now for maximum height, again we concentrate on the diagram. When this projectile reaches to maximum height, then distance from ground surface to this point P is height, and this height is called as height of projectile. So maximum height of projectile. Now maximum height is shown by capital H. Maximum height of a projectile. So from this diagram, it is the vertical distance from the ground surface, and therefore we can say that the vertical distance of projectile from ground surface in time t0. From this diagram, we can say that when projectile reaches at point P, then time required for projectile is t0. So in time t0, projectile reaches to maximum height, and that vertical distance from ground surface is called as maximum height of a projectile. So here we consider vertical distance, and we use again second kinematical equation. So in that case, this Sy, distance along the y-axis, is equal to Uy into t. Again in that case time is t0, so Uy into t0 plus half Ay into t0 square. Now see here, this vertical distance is h. So in that case we write Sy is equal to h. Ay is equal to minus g. Uy is equal to u sin theta. And we know that this t0 is equal to u sin theta upon g. When we substitute all these values in this equation, then we get h is equal to u sin theta into u sin theta, value of t0 is u sin theta upon g. Ay is minus g, so minus half, and again t0 is u sin theta upon g. So squaring all this, we get u sin theta upon g bracket square. So that is equal to h. Now by multiplying these, we get u square upon g into sin square theta minus this half as it is. Squaring this bracket, we get u square sin square theta upon g. Now from this we take common u square upon g into sin square theta. Then we get h is equal to in bracket 1 minus half. So we get h is equal to 1 minus half will become half. So 1 by 2 into u square upon g into sin square theta. So this is the maximum height of a projectile, or this is the height of a projectile. We have to find out maximum height. For maximum height, again in that case theta is equal to 45 degree, and we know that sin 45 is 1 by root 2. So substituting this value, we get maximum height h max is equal to 1 by 2 into u square upon g. Sin square theta means sin 45 bracket square. So we get h max is equal to this half as it is u square upon g. Sin 45 is 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2. So we get h max is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into u square upon g. This 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 will become 1 by 4. And u square upon g. For that purpose, concentrate on equation 5. Equation 5 gives us R max, maximum range, that is equal to E square upon G, and therefore instead of this E square upon G we write directly R max. So we get relation H max is equal to 1 by 4 R max, and this is equal to, this can be written as, this R max is equal to, this 4 on that side will be multiplied, and therefore R max is equal to 4 into H max. So we get new relation between R max and H max. So this R max is equal to 4 into H max. So this is the relation between range of projectile, maximum horizontal range of projectile and maximum height of a projectile. So this is about the time of flight, range of projectile and horizontal height or maximum height of a projectile, and relation between maximum height and maximum, or relation between maximum height and maximum range. Now we stop here. Thank you.